Hello friends, welcome to Truth of Physics. Previously I have made a video on the spherical polar coordinate system, the part 1 of that video. So in that video I have discussed that how can you visualize the spherical polar coordinate system like this, with this. I have discussed that with this. Now in this video I will discuss that the formulations that are involved in spherical polar coordinate system, which is very much important for your BSc studies and for your JAM preparation, IIT JAM preparation. So this is very much important to study physics, the spherical polar coordinate system. So today I will discuss what topics: the conversion. We will discuss the conversion of XYZ to R theta phi coordinate system, the relations between these, and I will derive the expression of R cap, theta cap, and phi cap with respect to the I cap, j cap, and k cap. Okay, and then I will discuss this thing, the volume element in spherical polar coordinate system. So let us begin this video. So this is the basic spherical polar coordinate system. Here this thing OP is what? OP is this distance. OP is equals to small r, suppose the length, and this is the angle theta making with the z-axis, and this is the azimuthal angle phi cap, or this is the azimuthal angle phi making with the x-axis. Now, so we know that the position vector of point P, that means OP vector, which we can denote with r vector, is equals to xi plus yj j plus zk cap. Now we can also write it in terms of this. I can just convert this r cap, that means this x, y, and z, with the r theta and phi. How? Let us understand this. This is OP. This is suppose this point is suppose A. Okay, and we have another point here. Here we have drawn a perpendicular, and this point is suppose B. Then we got a OAPB rectangle. Now in this rectangle you can understand that, look at this triangle OBP or OPB. What will the value of BP, as this angle is 90 degrees, so this is a right angle triangle, and this is the angle theta, that means this height will be equals to, this height BP will be equals to the R, that means OP sin theta, R sin theta. So this is the main thing, and BP is equals to OA. So BP is equals to OA. So BP equals to OA, and this OA is equals to R sin theta. Now what will be the value of this? Let us draw a perpendicular here at this point. Then this is suppose point C. Then from O, C, and A, from this triangle, what will the OC? OC means the base of this triangle, as this is the right angle, that means OC is the base of this triangle, and this is angle phi, that means this will be just OA cos of phi, and O is R sin theta, so R sin theta cos of phi. Okay, now okay, now OC is what? This OC is nothing but what? X coordinate. That means this X can be replaced with R sin theta cos phi, right? I am just zooming it for your convenience, better convenience. Now R sin theta cos of phi. Now this, what will be the value of y? That means this is X. Okay, then we have to draw another perpendicular here at this point, that will be y. That means we have to do this. What will be the value of this? You can easily understand from here, from this triangle OAC or OCA, what will be the value of this? This is the height of this triangle, that means OA sine of phi. So OA sine of phi means R sin theta. O is what? R sin theta sin phi. This will be sin phi. If you have any doubt in any point of this video, any step of this video, then you can free to comment below in this video. I will definitely help you. Now, okay, there is a I cap, there is a j cap, plus this part, the height, that means this OB. What will be OB? From this triangle, you can easily find that OB. What will be the OB? OB is simply equals to R cos of theta. So this is very easy to understand. This is the R vector. Now from this R vector we can do what? Wait a minute. What can we do? We know that. Let us understand an example. We want to do what? We want to find the R cap, theta cap and phi cap. Right? Now how can we do that? I am just first writing the formula that R cap will be equals to del R vector over del R divided by del R vector over del R, the modulus of this. This will give us the R vector. Similarly, what will be theta cap? Theta cap will be del R vector. I am giving you the explanation later. Del R del theta, the modulus of this. Now, how can we do that? Let us understand R vector is equals to xi z t. Now, if we derivative it del R over partial derivative it with respect to x, being del x over del x. Partial derivative means it is, when we denote this, then it is mean that we have to derivative the R vector with respect to only x, and you have to assume that y and z are constants. So the other terms will be here. This is I cap. So the other terms will be here 0. Okay. Now, so this will give us just I cap. So this is giving the unit vector along this x, right? So when we derivative this R vector with respect to R, this will just give us the R vector. So why I am just dividing it with this? Because this will give us the vector along this will give us only the vector along this. To find the unit vector along this, we have to just divide with this magnitude. Here in this case, the magnitude of I cap is just 1. So I am just remove this step of dividing, okay, of dividing this thing. Now, so coming to the calculation section, so if we do this, then we will get a sin theta cos phi I cap plus sin theta sin phi j cap plus cos theta k cap. There is a k cap. So this is what this is. I'm just copying it. Wait a minute. Just copying it because this is what this is the R cap. So I am covering it with a box. This is the R vector. You have to remind this. Okay. Now, you can easily understand that del R over del R vector over del R. If we do the magnitude of this, then we will get just 1. So I have not show the division. Okay. Because this will be there, will be sin square will be common, and cos square theta plus cos square phi and sin square phi will be in plus form. That will give us 1, and then sin square theta plus cos square theta will give us 1. So that is clear, I think. Now theta cap. If we do this, then we will get. So I will suggest you to do it with your hand, just because I am just step jumping here. So this will give us just cos theta and cos phi and I cap plus cos theta sin phi and j cap minus sin theta of k cap. This will give us just this. So this is our just theta cap. So theta cap will be equals to this. Now coming to the phi cap. What will be the phi cap? So phi cap will be equals to minus sin theta sin phi cos phi j cap, okay, divided by the magnitude of this, square of this, that means divided by root over sine square theta sine square phi plus sine square theta cos square phi. So after getting this result, will come that this will give us just a minus sine phi I cap plus cos phi j cap. So you have to always remind these three results. These three results are very much important. Now I am coming to the point that what will the volume element in a spherical polar coordinate system. To get a volume element, we have to again make the projection of any point. Suppose this is a point, this is a point here. So you have to make the projection, and the projection will be what? This. And what was the value of this? As we have discussed earlier here, this OA vector was what? OA was equals to r sine theta. So here this thing will just be equals to r sine theta. So this is r sine theta. Okay. Now as this angle is theta. Okay. Now to get a volume, we have to trace this element to is this line here with an angle, this angle d phi, right? So this is the d phi angle. Now then what will be the next step? The next step will be so we have get a arc, right? So now we have to move upward with a distance of, this distance is what? R d theta. Why? Because let us understand a circle. So this is, if this is a circle, this is the circle, this is angle theta. So this arc will be equals to r d theta, right? This is the r. So here also this thing will be r d theta. If you think this of a circle, this is this is the circle, this is the circle. Okay, this is the total circle, and we are just wanting to do this. So what will be the value of this? The value of this will be r d theta, and the value of this is r sine theta. So if we multiply these two things, we'll get this area, this type of area, right? This type of area on the sphere. So spherical area, will get a part of a spherical area, and the area will be equals to r sine theta into r d theta. This total will give us the area. Now to get the volume, we have to go the deep. We have do this and we have go this. Now we have to go inside this. That means we have to go here, this. If we multiply the area with this width, then we'll get the volume of this small box, total volume. Then this width, what will be the value of this small width? The value of this width will be just dr, simply dr, as this is the radial vector, right? This is the radial vector, so this will be just dr. So we have to multiply it with dr. Then we'll come to the actual thing, the r square sine theta dr d theta and d phi. So this will give us the volume element in spherical polar coordinate system. So this thing is very much important for solving many mathematical problems in physics. So I think that we have understand the concepts that how this how I have calculated the volume element, the surface element, and how I have calculated all the relations r cap, theta cap, and phi cap with the r theta phi coordinate with the x y z coordinate system. So if you are really benefited from this video, then subscribe this channel, hit the bell icon to get the notifications of upcoming videos, and share this video with your friends. So take care of yourself. Thanks for watching.